Hey, Peace Church. It's me, Winston Janis, your associate pastor. I'm just enjoying a quiet evening here by the fire, and I wanted to share with you something that I'm really excited about that we've been working on here at Peace Church. So, we were talking about what are some ways that we can think outside the box and how can we have more interaction around our streaming Sunday services and really bring our community together, especially in the age of COVID-19 where we have to social distance, and we're really excited to launch a bunch of new small groups. But we know that not everyone will be able to participate in those at the same time, that it's really hard with people's schedules and coronavirus and all these things going on. So we started looking and exploring solutions, and we came across something called Discord, which is a really, really useful communication tool. Some of you may have already heard of it. Some of you may have heard of similar things like Slack. I wanted to give you a little tour today of the Discord app and show you some of the potential that it has for connecting our community. So I'm going to share my screen here. Now you'll see this is the Discord app, and you can use this for so many different things. It's primarily, like I said, a communication tool. So this is called our Peace Church has a server, so you can join other servers for other public communities and those types of things. But for our purposes, you're just going to be logged into the Peace Church server, and you can email me and get an invitation to that server to join this community. So it's going to be basically private. You'll be able to invite friends, but mostly it's just for our community here at Peace Church, local community, right? So you'll see the Peace Church logo here all the way on the left, and then once you click in that, you'll have this menu, right? Now this menu, you'll see these all capitals. These are categories, and there's a little caret there on the left. If you close that, it can collapse it, and that'll make the menu more simple. So even though this might be a new app, if you give it a chance, I promise it's not that complicated to use. So these are categories, right? Text channels, voice channels, support groups, social groups, growth and study groups down here, social justice, podcast discussion, and this is really just the start, right? So these are called channels, and these are basically chat rooms, more or less. When you click in, you'll be able to, so I have in here Sunday service discussion, right? So you'll be able to type in this box below here and comment and say, Pastor Paul had a great sermon today, or Winston had a great sermon, or the music was good, and you can have a conversation just like you would comment on Facebook or other social media, right? So we have channels set up that really help to focus our conversations together. Here you'll see a list of rules for our community. Rules like having a respectful manner towards one another, showing kindness, staying on topic during discussions, and last but not least, having fun, right? Here you'll see a channel saying, I'm new to Discord. Here you can get some tips and support and help with if you're having trouble figuring out how to use this. And you'll see there's also descriptions for each channel. So up at the top, use this channel to introduce yourself, learn more about the Discord platform, and get help from others on how to use Discord. So when I clicked up there, that brought this description up. You'll also see it at the headline here. So we'll have a channel for news and announcements, outdoor worship this Sunday, Sunday service discussion, like I already said. We'll have a channel for prayer requests. If you have suggestions for other small groups, other channels, anything you want to give us feedback on, you can type that in here. Staff communication, right? We have, so if you see unread messages as well, you see this little white dot here, and the general discussion, mental health and spirituality. That's how you know that, okay, there's new messages I haven't read yet. So you might be able to look in there. So we have a list of support groups. Most of these are actually private. You won't be able to see these when you log in, but you can request to join and have access to these support groups. But we put that extra step in there in an effort to make these more private, that people could be in our community sharing sensitive things. So we don't want just anyone to be able to pop in unless they're being basically committed to participating in this group and keeping things sensitive information private. So to get access to these groups, you can see again here, if you go to I'm new to Discord, it'll show you about support groups. There's a list of the support groups we have, and it'll just say email me here at ypastor@peacechurchucc.org, and I'll give you access to those groups, whatever ones you are interested in or would find most useful. So in addition to that, we have social groups based on age and our Beverage and Bible, men's fellowship, women's fellowship, etc. We have a meditation and contemplation channel. A lot of this is going to be supplemental to the small groups that we're going to be launching in the fall, which we're very excited about. This is able to help us to keep the conversation going in between our meetings, and for people who have a hard time participating in those small groups because of scheduling or whatever. So you can just kind of browse the discussion topics, click a channel, and start the conversation. Here on the right, you'll be able to see who's currently online. If there's a green dot, it'll say that the person is online. Put some in the red, those are our staff members. You'll see green is our faith formation team. Blue will be moderators, so we will have people monitoring these conversations just to make sure that it stays appropriate and that things don't get out of line, as we know that sometimes they can. Now there's also, lastly, I don't know how much we'll be utilizing this. I think this will be something that's going to be constantly evolving as we go along. But there are voice channels as well on Discord. So voice channels can be used. You just click, and then all of a sudden it says you're connected to channel 1 voice channel, right? And you can even enable video. So this is basically like a Zoom replacement, essentially. You can just see, a bunch of us are online right now. Let's hop into channel 1 and have a conversation face-to-face like this. And we can even use this to stream things like podcasts, audiobooks, Netflix movies. We can have a virtual movie night through this, right? And then just to hang up, you just click here and disconnect, right? So really, that's about it. So that's just a quick introduction to how to use Discord and what it's all about. Like I said, it's all broken up into channels, a place for us to really, hopefully, come together and get some interaction as a community as we are kind of spread apart during the COVID era. So if you have any questions at all about that, though, feel free to reach out. Give me a call or send me an email at ypastor@peacechurchucc.org. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you find that a useful communication tool, and I hope to see you there on Discord. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good evening. Bye.